Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Facebook. I'm so glad I was able to get it back. Yeah, and this is my new Facebook. If you haven't added me yet, make sure to add me so we can stay connected and I can support you with your fat loss and or fitness goals. But anyway, for today's live, since I cannot go live, because I made a new Facebook, and I need 100 followers so I can be able to go live in my group as well. And my profile is not yet like 60 days old, so I can go live as well. So, happy hump day, everyone. How's everybody's Wednesday doing? Let me know where you're tuning in from. But yeah, so today's training is about, where did I write it? Crap. It's about the 4 stages women over 35 need to lose fat and keep it off. Because, like, okay, if you've ever lost fat, weight, gained it back, started over, got back on track like 47 times, then this training is for you. Because today we're talking about the real stages of fat loss and why most women keep restarting the process instead of actually transforming their body for life. Just losing fat is not actually the hardest part. Keeping it off is. And honestly, most women are not failing because they're lazy, they're failing because they skipped phases. Alright? Yeah. So most women think fat loss is, eat less, do more cardio, lose weight, done. But then, life happens, energy drops, cravings go up, consistency disappears, weight comes back, and they think, what the hell is wrong with me? When really, they just never learn how to build a body and lifestyle that could keep the results. So, there are 4 phases, right? Phase 1 is called build your base. This is the phase almost nobody talks about because it's not sexy enough for social media. Everybody wants how to lose 20 pounds fast. Meanwhile, they're sleep deprived, under eating, inconsistent, stressed, living off caffeine, doing random workouts, and skipping meals. So what this phase actually is this phase is about building consistency, structure, strength, energy, habits, and building a body that can actually respond well later, right? Because if you don't do this phase, it's gonna show up in your cut, and you're like wondering, oh, what is missing, this and that. Actually, it's important for all the phases because your body does not need more punishment first. It needs support first. It's like going to school. You can okay. Yeah, it's like learning a new skill or going to school. You need to start with the basics, the foundations before going for like algebra or learning this thing. You need to start with the basics first, right? Yes. So if you to definitely have more energy, better workouts, less cravings, better sleep, more confidence, and more toned, leaner body, this phase matters way more than people think. And a lot of women think they need motivation when really they just need a realistic routine their nervous system can actually handle. Now, phase 2 is called add fuel, right? This is the phase where most women panic because this is where calories often go up strategically, right? And women are like, wait, you want me to eat more? Yes, because your metabolism is adaptive. If you've been chronically dieting forever, your body adapts. So what happens here? We improve recovery, training performance, energy, hunger regulation, food focus, strength, muscle building potential, right? And muscle building potential. Because you cannot build a toned and leaner body on crumbs and cortisol, alright? And this is where most women start feeling stronger, more energized, less obsessed with food, have less food noise, less bingy feelings or overeating emotions come up, less of that, more athletic. They start feeling more athletic and more, ouch, more confident. Ow. What the fuck? Okay, I just don't know what happened. The women who are terrified to increase calories are usually the women whose body needs this phase the most. And phase 3 is called strip strategically, right? Now we cut. Notice how this is phase 3, not phase 1. And usually the cutting calorie deficit phase is like in the 6th month. Yeah, this is where fat loss becomes cleaner, more sustainable, and less chaotic because now your body is actually ready, right? But that doesn't mean in phase 1 or phase 2 you won't lose fat. You actually can. Like, I had a client that lost 5 pounds in 1 week because she switched breakfast first thing in the morning. She switched to eating breakfast first thing in the morning instead of coffee, and it was strength training 3 times a week for 30 minutes, right? And then in 1 week, she lost like 5 pounds. Not that saying you gotta rush the process, right? Yeah. And most women start here immediately. The thing is, with phase 3, which is strip strategically, most women start here immediately. With lower calories, tons of cardio, restriction, punishment, and then wonder why they crash, binge, quit, and restart, right? But when your foundation is solid first, fat loss feels smoother, clearer, more manageable, and way less miserable, right? You do not get extra fat loss points for suffering. And the best fat loss phases are not the most aggressive ones. They're the ones you can actually sustain long enough to finish. The bodybuilders who actually do the competitions, the bodybuilding competitions, prep, they're actually suffering. And the week closer to the stage is where it's the toughest, right? I'll say 4 weeks before they are on stage, it's the toughest for them. And the week before they step on stage is the most toughest, right? They always cannot wait to get out of it. And then phase 4 is called Elevate for Life. Oh wait, oops. Share my screen. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I'll do this another time. I thought I could share something on my desktop. Never mind. Yeah, phase 4 is called Elevate for Life. This is the phase most women dream about, but almost nobody prepares for, right? This is where you maintain your results, build muscle, live your life, feel confident, go on vacation, eat at restaurants, and have flexibility without spiraling every Monday. But all those 4 phases actually teach you, but all of these I actually teach you during the whole time you're working with me. Hold a second. I'm gonna share something. Oh, never mind. There it is. There, got it. So this is how it looks like, right? Okay, cool, amazing. I can now share my screen. Can you hopefully, oops, you can still see me. Yeah, but this is how the 4 phases look like, right? But I teach you all how to live your life in all of the phases, and go on vacation, eat at restaurants, and have flexibility in all of those 4 phases, even during a cut, right? In the 4th phase is called Elevate for Life, right? This is where you become the woman who naturally maintains her body instead of constantly trying to fix it. Because you can lose all the weight you want, but if you don't know how to maintain it, you gotta learn how to maintain it too, right? The goal is not to be good for 8 weeks. The goal is to build a body and lifestyle you don't need to escape from, right? So if you've been like losing fat and gaining it back over and over, you do not need another diet. You need a system. And to know more on how to lose 10, 20 pounds and more, tone up, boost your energy, and actually keep the results without cutting out the foods you love, comment base below or DM me base and I'll message you. And for adding me back on my new Facebook account, you get qualified to enter into a free fat loss and or fitness metabolism assessment audit. But if you've done that with me already, then we can do like a 3-week free trial in my program. Or if you've worked with me before, it's just you get other rewards too. So yeah, just let me know. So comment base below or DM me base and I'll message you. Especially if you want to know how to lose 10 to 20 pounds. Okay, summer is like June 2021. Honestly, everyone's body is different. Yes, you can lose 10 pounds in a month, but again, everyone's body is different. You can lose fat in the building habits phase. You can lose fat in the reverse phase. It's all possible. Yeah, so if you want to learn how to lose, like, let's say 10 to 15 pounds by summer, tone up, boost your energy, and actually keep the results without cutting out the foods you love, comment base below or DM me base and I'll message you. Because the goal isn't to start over every few months. The goal is to finally build something that lasts. Alright, that's it for now, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Wednesday. Happy hump day again, and I'll catch you in the next training. Bye!